This is the Terra Green headquarters. I've got the computer where I edit all my videos, a shelf full of decorations, and everything I need to work. But there's one problem. I'm Terra Green, and there are no animals in here, and that just feels wrong. So today, I'm building a massive Omega aquarium right here in the office. This tank is going to be completely loaded with thousands of dollars worth of decorations, and I'm filling it with some of the coolest fish species on Earth. Every single fish in this tank will have a special ability that I'll be able to show by the end of the video. To start, I rolled in this massive box and built everything inside it. As you can see, it's a heavy-duty table, perfectly sized to hold the aquarium. And just to prove how strong it is, here's my dog Jet for scale. If this table can hold my dog, it can definitely hold a massive fish tank. Every aquarium build starts the same way. Aqua soil. This stuff is extremely important for plant growth, but if you've seen my channel before, you know it can make the water super dark and dirty. That's why this time I came prepared with sand. I layered the soil first, then added a clean layer of sand on top to keep the water clear. To make it more natural, I built a small sand hill in one corner so the floor wouldn't look flat and boring. Once the base was done, it was time for decorations. First up was wood. And since I'm Terra Green, I've got an entire closet filled with driftwood. Honestly, I forgot how much was in there. I pulled everything out and started testing different layouts in the tank. After a while, I settled on a design where all the wood clustered together, almost like tree trunks growing straight out of the water. Before placing them permanently, I soaked the wood in the bathtub. This helps prevent the pieces from floating once the tank is filled. After a few hours, I put them back into the aquarium and added rocks. Large grey stones formed the structure, and smaller grey pebbles blended everything into the sand. At this point, the base of the aquarium was complete. Now came the fun part: DIY decorations. In this open area, I decided to build a custom fish statue. I honestly don't know why, but it felt necessary. I set up a table next to the tank, grabbed a brick and some chisels, and decided to carve my very first sculpture. Before carving, I pulled out my phone to get inspiration and started playing Fishing Clash, the sponsor of today's video. Fishing Clash is a competitive mobile fishing game where you catch real fish species from locations like the Amazon River and the Florida coast. While playing, I caught a bright green dolphinfish and instantly wrote it down as inspiration for the tank. The game stays fresh with upgrades, gear, and multiplayer battles against real players. If you want to try it out, you can scan my QR code or use the link in the description and enter the code TerraGreen to get a free reward worth $20. After that, I started carving. No tutorials, just vibes. I chipped away carefully, broke a piece by accident, fixed it, and eventually finished the sculpture. It was something. I placed it in the tank and added googly eyes, because obviously that was missing. Art. Next, I made a custom aquarium background. Instead of buying one, I drew it myself using markers. blue water, sand, plants, and animal stickers. Then I used AI to turn the drawing into a realistic image. I sent it to my computer, cleaned it up, and ordered it printed at full size. While waiting for that, I filled the tank with water using a hose through the window. But you can't add fish right away. The tank needs to cycle. Fish waste releases harmful chemicals, so beneficial bacteria must be added first. I added cycling products and fish food to feed the bacteria. Then I waited 12 long days. Once the background arrived, I installed it and moved on to plants. I went to multiple pet stores and bought nearly every plant they had. The total came out to $593. Painful, but worth it. I drained the water, planted everything carefully, and filled it back up. And honestly, it looked incredible. Now it was time for fish. I drove 4 hours to the biggest fish store in my state. It didn't look impressive from the outside, but inside were aisles packed with rare species. I chose 4 types of fish and headed home. The first species was balloon mollies. 14 of them. They immediately grouped up and explored. Their special ability is constant grazing. They filter microscopic food from sand and plants all day long. Next were hillstream loaches. These bottom dwellers look like tiny stingrays. They use their fins to suction onto glass and surfaces, allowing them to eat algae without effort. The third species was clouded archerfish. These fish live near the surface and can spit water to knock insects into the tank. While they didn't perform on camera this time, their ability is one of the most unique in the animal kingdom. Finally, I added brine shrimp as food. Using a water gun, I released them into the tank. At first, the fish were confused. Then one figured it out. Soon, every fish was chasing shrimp. And just like that, the Omega aquarium was complete. My office finally feels alive. I can work, look over, and watch an entire ecosystem move in real time. That's a win. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.